De'Aaron, just how did it feel to get back out there on the court, and how happy are you for Mike Brown to get that 400th win today?
I feel good. It felt good just to be able to go out there and just contribute. When you're hurt, you're not playing, and you're just watching, like you just, I don't want to say feel helpless, but you want to be out there to help your team. And I didn't know until because I actually saw Miguel grabbing the ball. I'm like, why is he grabbing the ball? What happened today? And we walked back and they said it was his 400th win. So, we want to keep that number growing.
De'Aaron, what do you see from Keegan defensively matched up against Donovan Mitchell, and just what do you see from him on that end?
I think it was great. Just trying to be disruptive. I think he's moving so much better than he did when he first got into the league, and I think he could be an outstanding defender. I mean, he's 6'8", he's long. Obviously, he can already shoot the ball. He can already do things offensively. So for us, if he can be that type of guy defensively, that's huge for us. And holding a guy like that to 7 for 21 from the field, you have to tip your hat off to what Keegan did tonight. And obviously, it's still a team effort. You can't stop Donovan, with one guy. But I think he did a hell of a job tonight.
During offensively, Keegan and Kevin, they were 11 for 17 shooting in three-point territory. I know you've been really supportive of them and, urging them to keep shooting. Could you talk about, their shooting in these last couple of games?
Yeah, man, we want to get them easier shots. Obviously, it's never easy, running off of a pin down with a guy chasing you. But we want to try to be able to get those guys some easy looks. Obviously, we had two guys who were all-stars, two guys who really control the game. And we need them. The way that we play, everybody's touching the ball's moving. And at times you just find, even as an elite shooter with this team, at times you just find yourself wide open, and that's a bit of a different feeling. But we need them to get going. Not many times we're going to have a guy with 40, a guy with 40, a guy with 30. Like we spread the wealth of this team, and we had 4 guys with over 20 today. And I think that just shows the type of team that we have.
Earlier this morning, was there any doubt that you wouldn't go? And did you have any doubts that you'd be able to play?
After played 3-on-3 2 days ago, and then I was in full practice yesterday. For me, it's like, I've had an ankle sprain before, so there are some pains that that aren't going to go away for the next couple of months. But for me, it was do that, see how I felt in the morning, see how I felt after shoot around, and I think whenever I got up today and I wasn't sore, I felt like I was good to go.
And was there any limitations at all? Obviously, it didn't appear so, but
yeah, I'm not going to say what it is. I can't say what it is. But I feel well enough to go out there and affect the game. So if I didn't feel like I'd be able to affect the game in a positive way, I wouldn't be playing.
De'Aaron, did you aggravate that, or did it hurt something else at some point in the game? You were a little bit.
No, I was just trying to stop, and I said there's parts where you kind of know that it's going to hurt for a while, it's going to linger for a while. Hurt for a little bit, and I was fine after that.
Where you felt the ankle a little bit?
Yeah, okay. Just a little bit.
This is the third time in your 4 games you guys have scored 130. What is it, about you being out there that just supercharges this offense?
I think I have a type of gravity and being able to touch the paint and just try to make it easier on guys. When I'm out there are times where I'm like, my guy's literally standing right next to me. So if you can turn the corner by any means. And these are just types of things that I'm telling my teammates to try to get them easier looks, because there are times where they'll come off and look at me and I'm like, bro, my guy's standing right here. You have so much space. It looks like y'all are playing 4-on-4. And I try to get out, try to get us easy baskets, whether if I'm shooting the ball or just getting the ball down court quickly. And I think when I'm playing, I think the pace picks up a little bit. And even with the fast pace that we played tonight, we had 10 turnovers. If we play like that, I feel like it's hard to beat us.
De'Aaron, did Mike get the crown?
Mike did get the crown today. The pictures are going to be great. The pictures it's going to be a great picture.
I'm excited for it. The other one,
He asked us what should he do, and it's like, do I do it like this? No, you're going to see it. It's going to be great.
It's going to be epic. Love it. The other one is when Malik took that charging foul. I think there was a funny moment between
terrible. That was
Can you just talk on that?
terrible overturn, right?
Yeah, I agree.
That was horrible.
But beside the point, the defensive effort that you were able to provide, and just the fun that you have with Mike, especially in that moment, just to play for a guy like that, what does that mean?
Oh, it's great. I mean, you can go out there and have 30, don't miss a shot. He's going to be more excited about you taking a charge or you getting a verticality at the rim. And that's something that they've been trying to get Malik to do for a long time now. And we're still going to count it as a charge for him. But no, it's great playing for somebody like that. And he makes the game fun. He makes it, he tries to make it fun to play defense. And you saw an example of that tonight.
Aaron, welcome back. Congrats on the win. While you were out, we saw Keon step up in a big way on both ends of the floor. Just curious, from your point of view, what did you see from him while you were out?
I mean, he did what he does in practice. He's extremely disruptive. He's 6'4", 6'5", long arms. He can get into the ball. He gets a lot of deflections. When guys are driving, he's able to get his hand on the ball. And he's like a playmaker defensively. And I feel like as he's continuing to get comfortable playing, real NBA minutes, I feel like he's going to continue to grow as a player. And obviously, we want him offensively to, feel as free as everyone else does. But what he brings for us defensively has been good for us.
Does it feel like Sasha is getting a little bit more comfortable?
Definitely, and I think he's having more fun. I feel like obviously coming over, not knowing anybody. I think he came by himself right now. It's a different transition. I feel like it's a difficult transition, a transition that probably most of us have never had to really do. It's different moving state to state. It's not the same as moving across the ocean. So I feel like he's starting to enjoy himself, and obviously he's making shots, and I feel like that just kind of takes the weight off your back, and you can see it. He's having joy in playing basketball right now. So that's great for him, and that's great for us.
Couple more.
Yeah, and I think you talked about this a little bit last season. You mentioned 4 players finishing with 20 tonight, and we know the connections you've had with your teams going back to Kentucky. How much are you enjoying just seeing a roster so full of weapons now on both ends of the floor that just, I guess, make the game more enjoyable?
You love it, man. It makes it easy. It makes it a lot easier for you. Obviously, there are times where I do have to step up in whatever I'm asked to do, but when you have a team like that, and especially when guys like Kev and Keegan got it going, and Domas is playing well, and the ball's humming, when we shot 60% and 48% from 3, and we weren't taking tough shots. I feel like almost every shot that we took tonight was a good shot. And when you're playing like that, it's hard to not enjoy playing basketball, even if you're not having a good game yourself. Like everybody else has it going, and I think as a team, guys enjoy seeing everybody else, be successful.
Aaron, you've been a part of some teams that didn't do so well and had similar starts as far as record-wise. What about this team makes your trust with them, different?
Well, I think what we did last year, obviously, it's still, I would feel like, holds a little bit of weight, and we know that we can go out there and we can compete with anybody, especially with the offensive weapons that we have. But for us, we know we have to hang our hat on the defensive end, and with our offense, like I said, we can hang with anybody. And that'll probably never be the problem. So we already feel like we can win games with that alone. But for us, we know that just being able to take our defense to the next level, I feel like makes us a top tier team. And we have confidence that we can win every game that we go out there.
Thanks, everyone.
Focus on the details. That was one of the things that we talked about to take the next step. We're going to give ourselves a chance.
Mike, there's a pretty famous clip of Steve Kerr reacting to a Steph Curry 3 and just smiling and kind of having fun and enjoying the moment. I bring that up because we saw the reaction that you had to the charge call that was overturned by Malik. But I guess with this team, you know how capable they are on offense and the focus on improving the defense. But are you able to step away from the coaching responsibilities for a bit and just enjoy when your team plays the way that they do tonight?
For sure. I told him, I said I enjoyed watching them. But I didn't see the replay, so I'm still excited. you know, because I've challenged Malik and Kevin to stand in there and take a hit, and Malik took the hit, and I was excited for him. I was excited for me, you know, for his team. That was big. I was genuinely excited for that, and I wish the call would have stayed, but at the end of the day, I don't give a rat's behind. He took the hit like he's supposed to, and to me, that shows growth.
Mike, congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
To see De'Aaron come back tonight and you guys score 130 for the third time, I think in 4 games that he's been out there. Does that, you know, kind of going back to my question to you pregame about, you know, maybe eventual MVP type discussions, is that another example of just how he kind of supercharges this team and that offense?
No doubt. I mean, he's that caliber player, and you know, his play and our play are gonna start getting him the recognition that he deserves. But I'm telling you, the crazy part about it is he's just scratching the surface of who he can be, and when he gets there, look out, everybody.
You mentioned Keegan's defense. De'Aaron described it as he just feels like he's moving better than he did last year. What do you credit that to?
You know, they play. The 2 of those guys played a lot of one-on-one this offseason, and you know, it's a testament to Fox's leadership. You know, taking Keegan under his wing and telling him, "Hey, I'm about to work out, young fella. Come work out. Let's play one-on-one, because you're gonna have to get used to guarding guys quick like me and guarding guys in pick and roll situations and stuff like that." And so I think that's helped a lot. Keegan's been in the weight room, working on his body, so he's able to move his feet, especially against quicker guys. And as he step slide and take that hit in the chest and not fold, keep his balance and continue to guard the ball. And he has a better feel of how to navigate screens, especially off the ball. And you know, all of it's starting to come together for him, because we expect him to be, if not the most versatile defender on our team, at least one of them. And we shouldn't have a problem at all putting him on a guy like Steph, a guy like Donovan Mitchell, or even a bigger guy like LeBron or Kawhi. Well,
Coach, Sasha, I don't know if you spoke about him yet, but he, you know, taking those baby steps, but he's, you know, he's getting bigger, and we're seeing that, you know, in some of his gestures. Could you just talk about, you know, his growth so far and how far he can go?
Sasha has a great feel for the game of basketball on both ends, and you know, he hit a couple of big shots tonight. He should have hit his 3rd or his 4th one. It kind of went in and bounced out. To have a guy like that on the floor, it gives everybody else a lot of room, and it makes teams have to think twice about rotating to somebody else, so guys can get wide open shots when they're on the floor just because of his presence. On top of that, he does a lot of little things. I mean, I thought he hit a 3 in the opposite corner of Cleveland's bench. It was just because he ran his butt hard to that corner and beat the defense down and put them in a predicament. And they had one defender over there, and that defender had to choose the ball, had to stop the ball. And you know, it's very, very small. You know, it doesn't show up in the stat sheet, but when you run that hard and you run to the spot, like we preach, because we really believe in getting to the corners, good things happen for everybody, including yourself. And he did it, got a wide open 3 and knocked it down. And you know, his ability to rebound in traffic, because he's a big physical guy, is really good. And so you know, the more he plays, it seems like the better he's gotten for us. Even defensively, you know, he understands angles. He's a big, strong guy, so he's able to take the hit, not necessarily fold, and he works really hard at it. So, you know, I think the sky's the limit for him too. You know, and he's starting to get his groove a little bit with the more minutes that he gets.
Coach, congrats on 400. I know it's still early and there's still rotations and lineups that you're working with, but tonight you went with Keon over Davion. Can you just explain that decision?
Yeah, you know, Keon's played well since we threw him in the game in Houston. And, you know, everybody looks at that game and they may say, oh, well, he went in, it was a blowout game. But, you know, for young players, whether you get 30 seconds 5 minutes or 10 minutes in a blowout win or a blowout loss, it should be a lesson learned to everybody that watches us, you know, all the little kids in 5th, 6th, 8th, 10th grade. You know, it doesn't matter if you get quote unquote mop-up minutes. Some people call them scrub minutes, whatever you want to call it. You can call it however you want to do it, but if you go out there and you play your tail off, you're going to have a chance to earn some real minutes. And that's what Keon did. And then when he got his opportunity, he played the right way and he helped us win games. And so he deserved another opportunity when Fox got back, and so I gave it to him. And you know, Davion's going to have to do the same thing. He's going to have to keep being who he is, and when he gets an opportunity, whether it's for 30 seconds or, like I said, 5 minutes or 15 minutes or 10 minutes, he's got to go play the right way and impact the game, by not doing too much, but being who he is and playing towards his superpower to help us win. And if he does, maybe he'll get another opportunity. The next thing you know, he's back. You know, so it was just a matter of me feeling that Keon's played well enough to earn those minutes. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Ted.
Great. The ball was moving. Everybody's having fun. Everybody was smiling. There's a lot of energy. So it's great to see that.
What did you see from Fox in his return?
Nothing.
Nothing special, right?
Nah, that's him.
That's him.
Yeah, I was expecting.
With him out, it seems like a couple of guys have found their games. How good is that to see other guys stepping up without him, and now what you guys have with him back?
Yeah, exactly. I think that's what I said earlier when we talked at practice. Everybody's finding their rhythm without him, and getting him back is going to be what it looked like tonight. So hopefully we can just continue that.
That charge you took that was overturned, everybody's quite happy at that. You and yourself, they said you've been working on that in practice, so you're kind of glad to get that out of the system, huh?
A little bit. I just did it for Mike, actually. I'm gonna get another one when we play Wednesday. Yeah, I'm gonna get another one for Mike. But yeah, that's all they've been talking about: verts, charges, deflections. So if we do that, he'll be happy.
What you thought about his reaction to it?
Yeah, that's why I pointed at him.
What did you see?
What do you mean?
In like when you looked over there, what did you see?
Oh yeah, Mike celebrating. It was funny.
Did you ever see like that before from him?
Yeah, when Keegan told him to shut up one time, he did that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Was it shut up or was it something?
My mom would get mad if I said it.
What did you see from Keegan tonight, defending Donovan Mitchell out there?
Oh yeah, great man. Keegan's always gonna be a great defender because he got length. And he's getting smart. This is his second year, so he knows the game a little better. So yeah, he did a great job. Donovan always gonna get his because he's a great player, all-star of course. He always gonna get his, but Keegan did a great job of making it tough for him.
Mike getting that 400th win against an old team that gave him his first opportunity. How special is that, and what was it like in here?
Yeah, it's huge, man. It was huge. He got to sit in our little chair, put the crown on. So yeah, man, it was fun. It was fun seeing him in our shoes. But we got practice tomorrow, so it wasn't that fun.
You had to walk him through the celebration or like the pose?
Nah, he did it. He knew it. He knew it. He knew a little something.
You weren't surprised you're gonna have practice, right? I mean, that's Mike, right?
If the charge wasn't overturned, we wouldn't have had practice.
Oh man, you got to send that from the league or something?
Yeah, I got to let the league know they BS'd on that one.
How about just as you look at this road trip ahead for you guys? Obviously, it's a long one, 6 games, a couple weeks. Just what kind of comes to mind? You guys seem to kind of find a groove here.
Defensive end, man. It's always on the defensive end, especially on the road, because you know they crowd gonna be into it. So we got to bring our own energy in. We do that by the defense. So I think we'll be all right. We'll be all right. It's great to get a win now to go on the road to. It's a tough road trip, so yeah.
A few games in a row now. What have you seen from Keon at that backup line?
Keon, like I think I said this before too. Keon is always solid every time he comes in the game. Gets a steal, hits a 3, and plays solid on the defensive end. And now he's making the right plays as a point guard, making the plays, skips to the corner, pocket passes. So yeah, man, he's always been solid. I always like Keon.
De'Aaron said he's a playmaker on defense. Is that the right description of
Keon? 1,000%. 1,000%. A playmaker on defense for sure. He got great hands, knows what spots to be in. So
Yeah, I'll say that. That's a great way to put it.
From a fun standpoint, was this about as fun as it got this season? Obviously, you opened up in a big way in Utah.
This year?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was yeah, for sure, definitely.
Gotcha.
Definitely.
Thanks, sir.
Can we see that?
Thanks,
Can
Mark.
we see the jacket?
Maybe the best one you guys have had all season?
Yeah, that was fun. I don't know, what was it, like four guys had plus 20 or something. So obviously we got back to our scoring days today, and it definitely showed.
And Fox, I imagine, just looks like himself.
I mean, yeah, that first play on the jump ball, went at three guys, tipped it back in, and then I was, oh, we're good. Once that happened, I'm like, oh, there's no way we're losing.
How's your hands? Because it looked like you got hit a couple of times.
Good, just the usual that happens. Maybe today got hit a bit harder than usual, but it's fine.
How do you I know against some of the bigger, like the muscle guys, you battle a little bit, but against the shot blockers, these thin guys, you seem to love those matchups.
Just there's a different way to go against them, and it's part of the game, I see it, and I feel like I have an advantage.
Coach Brown has been talking about that physicality nonstop since the start of the year. How have you seen you guys continue to grow in that aspect?
We're definitely showing it, I feel like our defense in spurts is definitely better, and we're showing it. We haven't been shooting the way we've wanted and how we did last year, but today definitely showed. We got more fast break points. We threw the ball ahead, and we just got easier looks overall.
What do you see from Keegan specifically defensively?
Big, he's being big, he's tall, he's long, and he's definitely making it harder for these guards that are used to scoring 30 and that, they might still get their points up, but it's definitely harder with more shot attempts, which is definitely good, better for us.
Domas, 4 players had 3 or more 3-pointers, and I also noticed that you've been shooting 3-pointers this season too. Is that something that you've been working on off season? Because I also see you do that in practice too.
Yeah, of course. That's something that I just slowly need to get to do more. There obviously are no plays for me to shoot threes, but anytime the big sinks in and one of my teammates pass it out, happens with Fox a lot because he's really fast and they load. I got to be able to shoot that, so it kind of pulls the big out, so Fox has more room to be himself.
With Fox out, it seems like Keegan and Kevin started finding their game. How much have you seen that, and how good is it to have that type of shooting on the perimeter right now?
It's great. I've been telling you day one, hit that pocket, and a lot of things can happen. And I'm just happy. They found another level to their game where they can keep the dribble, go downhill, make reads. Keegan and Kev have been hitting that skip pass when I'm rolling. Guys are committing, so it's showing. Obviously, right? You're happy? Last couple games. Huh? A little 20 balls there, yeah. So there you go, So hopefully that stays, no matter how the season goes on.
Seeing Mike earn that 400th win against his first team, really. I mean, just how special was that at the moment?
It's crazy how that works in life, He gets his 400th win against his old team. We're happy for him, he deserves it. It was a great night.
You like seeing him with that crown on?
Oh yes, for sure. I was the one who said Coach needs the crown. We need a picture with him with the crown.
He's always pretty animated, but it seemed even more so tonight. Like, what does his energy on the sidelines do for you guys?
Personally, I think we try to block it out because he's up and down the whole game, but that's just him, and he just wants to see the best out of us.
Sasha's coming along. Domas, you talk a little bit about him and his progress.
Yeah, of course. Or like come out and shoot. That's what you're here for. To come out, shoot, just let it fly and be yourself. We wanted to play like how he was playing in EuroLeague and being the guy. And he can definitely be that here with the spacing and the way we play.
And how you guys have a 6-game road trip ahead for you guys now. Things are rolling pretty good right now. How do you look at the challenge ahead?
We gotta start off strong. These road trips can get very long if you don't take care of business with the games you're meant to win.
Righteous. Thank you.
Appreciate you, man.